I miss you very much. I am very thanks to our principal for arranging this opportunity. Both
We
of
miss you too, sir.
me and you. Thank you. So, boys, this epidemic condition, both of you and me are inside of our house. We cannot move anywhere or our favorite campus or favorite classroom. For this reason, this is another opportunity to connect with you. You can today it is the first online class with you. I will try to discuss about a chapter that included in this term, chapter 4. Right, boys? Chapter 4, the name of this chapter is Bioenergetics. Bioenergetics. Boys, uh, have you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Another time when our class was open, then you play, you move from your home to the class, from your home to the another place, to your home to the restaurant, to your classroom to the field, and you move all day. But in this period, we are quarantined in our room, so we cannot move from our room to another place. But for this reason, we not leave our food. We take more food because we need energy. Without energy, we cannot continue our life. So I will discuss with you today about today's chapter, bioenergetics, chapter 4, bioenergetics. So this is uh, a type of energy which is responsible for our daily activities. If we define bioenergetics, that we can say that bioenergetics is the type of energetics which is responsible for our daily activities, our movement, and our if we run uh, ATP energy, we lose energy. If we move, we lose energy. And for this reason, we will take food, intake food time to time. Uh, Hello, voice.
Yes, sir.
What you want? Uh, Listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Uh, I ask you, all of you,
Camera off, guys.
all of you and your family members are okay. Everybody is good, boys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
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 Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Fine.
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy. So, boys, can you see in the blackboard?
Sir, biology.
So biology
Biology,
9 English version.
English. I will try to write capital size or big size that you can see me, or you can easily understand the writing. So we are talking about bioenergetic. If you ride a bicycle, if you ride a motorcycle or another thing, you will move your muscle, you will move your body, you will move your uh, skeleton. For this reason, and inside of our cell, boys, inside of our cell, every moment, numerous biochemical activities occur held inside of our cell. Each cell is living cell. For this reason, each living cell need energy. This is bioenergetics for responsible for our daily activities. Boys, you know that a plant cell which is plant. Boys, you saw there is a leaf. Boys, you can see this leaf. This is a plant leaf.
Yes, sir.
Boys, this is plant leaf.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
upper side and this is lower side. Different type of leaf. I collect it for you. Different type of leaf. Only we know that sun is the main source of our energy. You know that biology is divided into two groups basically, in living plant kingdom and animal kingdom. We included animal kingdom and cannot produce our food, but the plant body. For this reason, you see that the plant leaf is color, green color, green color, because we know that this part of this green color part of a plant contain a organelles. Which is the name of that organelles, boys? Do you know?
The plastic.
Boys, plastid. Plastid, you know, plastid are three type. Green part of a plant contain chloroplast, which is green color, and another organelles, which is known as storehouse, boys. Storehouse, you know, which is called storehouse of a cell, that is mitochondria. Plastid and mitochondria are the converter of energy. This bioenergetics or energy converter, living body, inside of living body or inside of a cell. Plastid and mitochondria are the converter. The plant body, the parts of green parts of a plant body contain chloroplast and can absorb sunlight. We the animal and other animal, you know, Porifera, Nidaria, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, different phylum included. About 15 lakh animals cannot contain or not composed of chloroplast. So we cannot absorb sunlight from sun, but presence of chloroplast, a plant body can be absorbed sunlight, and the sunlight that absorbed convert to the ATP or another type of which is carbohydrate produce, which is essential for a plant body and animal body. So this is a converter, which is that plastid and mitochondria. Plastid and mitochondria are the converter cell organelles of a cell. A plant body contain plastid or green color part contain chloroplast. Green part is green part. Photosynthesis, you know, photosynthesis and respiration, two type of reaction. Photosynthesis is a process which is held only the green part of a plant in the period of daytime. I say again, the process held in the only green part of a plant during the daytime. And respiration, another process, another converter process, which is store energy, become kinetic energy, convert to kinetic energy, essential energy. If we run, if I move, we energy, I lose energy. This is a losing process of energy is respiration. Respiration. For respiration, uh, need oxygen. You know that this is another topics. I will teach you that topics also. So today's topics basically photosynthesis and respiration. Respiration held in all living cell of all living body. Boys, hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Inside respiration held all living cell of all living body 24 hours. Not only daytime, not only night. 24 hours held in all living cell, in all living body, not only plant, not only animal, not only animal, not only plant, all living body and all living cell. In your body, in my body, the living cell contain continuously uh, held this reaction, respiration, the energy producing. So we know from this time that sun is the main source of energy, and plant absorb sunlight, photon from sunlight, and store energy. We, the animal, intake food from plant body, and we continue our life. If you think that we take breakfast when we woke up in the morning, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. After 4 or 5 hours, we intake food as lunch about 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. around this time, and we take dinner about 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So in this example, we can understand that we need energy each moment, each moment. For this reason, we intake food. We collect this food from plant body directly or indirectly. You know about food chain, chapter 3, chapter 13 about this. I will take, I will teach you about that class. So don't worry. And basically, after a long time, I connect with you, and I miss you so much that I cannot control myself because you are my beloved student, and our relation
We
is.
will miss you too.
Thank you.
Sir, we love you, sir.
Thank you very much. So now we can see this photosynthesis. Can you see this writing? Photosynthesis, boys?
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, fine. Photosynthesis. This is uh, only for trial. Photosynthesis that you can see or unseen. I cannot. And I told you again that in your classroom when I first entry, then I was told you that I am not good at English. So if some mistake, so please uh, regard them. Sorry.
No problem, sir.
Okay, boys.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Photosynthesis.
No.
Boys. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis totally held only green part of a plant, green part like this part, green green leaf, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process. Only you know that carbon dioxide H2O, basically C6 plus oxygen. This is basically a reaction of photosynthesis. Sometimes you see that this is 6 molecule, 12 molecule. Equalization is not necessary for us. You know that equalization is not necessary. You only write simply carbon dioxide plus H2O react. This is sunlight, chlorophyll, carbohydrate, and oxygen. If you equalize this reaction, you can find 6 mole of water. So this is not essential for us. We know that in the reaction of photosynthesis, reactant is carbon dioxide and water, and product is carbohydrate and oxygen. This is oxygen that we intake from air. This is the oxygen released from plant body. We know that plant body release oxygen. This is the released oxygen, which released by photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is the process which process plant body release oxygen. So we know that carbon dioxide and water. Water is essential. Carbon dioxide and water react with this reaction in presence of sunlight in the green part of a plant, not in our cell, not in our body, not in our germ cell, not in our stomach cell, not in our heart cell, not in our muscle cell, held in the green part of plant. So you can understand, or sometime you can write something. Basically, I think that last suddenly my laptop infected, maybe COVID-19. So I cannot use my laptop for this purpose. Next class next class I will solve this problem, inshallah. You know, boys, I see you this leaf again. This photosynthesis held in these green leaves. Okay. Energy, phosphorylation, boys. You know phosphorylation, right? You can write this definition. Phosphorylation. Our topic is phosphorylation. Phosphorylation.
Sir, which chapter is it?
Chapter 4.
Oh.
Chapter 4. Bioenergetics. Chapter 4. Can you find?
Yes, sir.
Dipanjan Ghosh. Photophosphorylation. Boys, you know about DNA and RNA? You know?
Yes, sir.
Sir, which
Yes,
chapter
sir.
it is? What is the chapter?
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4. Chapter 4.
Thank you, sir.
About DNA and RNA. DNA and RNA is a type of nucleic acid present inside of nucleus of an eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell. Do you know what is eukaryotic cell? Eukaryotic cell is that type of cell composed or have a true nucleus is called eukaryotic cell. Inside of eukaryotic cell, uh, you find some thread-like substance that is known as chromosome. The structural component of chromosome is nucleic acid. Nucleic acid is two type of nucleic acid present inside of a living cell. One is DNA and another is RNA. Inside of nucleus, structure of nucleic acid have adenine, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine,
Sir,
or
guanine.
uracil. Guanine, right, guanine, or uracil, thymine or uracil. These are the nitrogenous base. This is called nitrogenous base. Nitrogen base. These five is nitrogenous base, right? One is adenine. 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 This adenine, one boys, sugar, carbohydrate, different type of carbohydrate present in different source. One is ribose or deoxyribose sugar, 5-carbon sugar. This is sugar. Adenine. Sugar add with adenine and make a compound called adenosine. When a 5-carbon sugar add with adenine, then it is adenosine. Boys, right? Adenosine. This is adenosine. Adenosine 1-phosphate add with adenosine and make adenosine monophosphate. AMP, because I run you again. Adenine, one type of nitrogen base present in nucleic acid or DNA and RNA. Adenine. Sugar, carbohydrate, one type of carbohydrate, sugar, 5-carbon sugar, add with adenine and make a compound adenosine. Phosphate, add with adenosine and make adenosine monophosphate. Second phosphate add with AMP and make ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and third phosphate, adenosine diphosphate, on third phosphate. This is third phosphate. Add with ADP and make ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This is triphosphate. This is ATP. When a plant body, in the period of photosynthesis, a plant body first produce ATP from using sunlight. This is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. For the addition of this third phosphate, about 7.3 kilocalorie energy stored for bonding with ADP. So this is very much energy which is stored in ATP. ATP. One ATP. ATP is the usable energy present in living body. Usable. For this reason, ATP is called biological coin. Boys, biological coin. ATP. Formation of ATP is called phosphorylation. Boys, if you feel cannot understand, then you can ask me. I will try to understand you or another time after this class. For necessary, you can join with my messenger group, you can join with my Facebook. Whatever problem that you face this epidemic period, I will with you, boys. You know that I will with you all time, inshallah. Boys, listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, listening.
Yes, sir, listening.
Good. So, what is phosphorylation? Phosphorylation is the process of adding phosphate with different type of compound is called phosphorylation. Phosphorylation. You know, phosphorylation. Phosphorylation. Phosphorylation is two types. Phosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation. Phosphorylation. Phosphorylation is the process of adding phosphate with another compound is called phosphorylation. Phosphorylation is two types: photophosphorylation and oxidative phosphorylation. Photophosphorylation held in photosynthesis. Boys, please remember, photosynthesis is held in photosynthesis, photophosphorylation held in photosynthesis, and oxidative phosphorylation held in respiration. Oxidative phosphorylation held in respiration. So now this is intermediate topics of photophosphorylation. We learned from topics. Photophosphorylation, you know, I think that man was black or ear size or seen in black. For this reason, his name was Black Man. Black Man.
Sir, who was Black Man?
Black Man was a scientist who defined the photosynthesis process and divide this photosynthesis process on the based on the necessity of sunlight.
So was he black? Because his name was Black.
No, I don't know. I just fun with you that maybe he was black, maybe white. I don't know, but
Okay,
that's
sir.
only
Okay, sir.
fun.
So sorry for
Fine.
fanning.
No. Okay. But our teaching will be interested. If we feel bored, then we'll Black Men in 1905. 1905, when we were not in this world, or our grandfather was not in the world. In 1905, black men divide total photosynthesis process into two main phase. One is, boys, please write with me. One is light, L-I-G-H-T, light phase. Light phase or light dependable phase. Light dependable phase. Or ATP NADPH2 producing phase. This is one. Blackman was a scientist, basically biologist, divide total photosynthesis process into two main phase. One is light phase or light dependable phase. This part of photosynthesis cannot be held without sunlight. Sunlight is essential for this part of reaction, for this part of by photosynthesis. If
Sir, what is NADPH?
NADPH2, H2,
Sir, what
NADPH2.
is
This is from one mole NADPH2. We different note of our money system in Bangladesh, that 100 taka, 500 taka, 1000 taka note, right? So NADP is equal to NADPH2 make 3 ATP. So you can say NADP is the upgrade note of ATP, right? 500 taka or 300 taka note. This is also more, the NADP is more energetic than ATP because one mole NADPH2 produce 3 ATP. Then ATP used in our different biological activities. Okay. Light phase or light dependable phase or ATP NADPH2 producing phase. And one of your question, and then the NADP is equal to 3 mole of ATP. This is NADPH2 nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate or reduced nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate. This is the full meaning. You will find your book, the total process.
This is so big, sir.
What a big boys. I think that you are more meritorious and more intelligent than us, like your teacher, like me. So if you feel bored to learn nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate, this is not so long. Not so long. It's very simple. You are a boy. You are English version student. So you this is not perfect for you. Okay. Now, inshallah, you will learn this. In this light period or light phase, sunlight is essential. You know, boys. Photosynthesis basically start when our sun rises about 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. More photosynthesis held in plant cell and in noon period or about 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is very What so in summer season, this time is hot. So from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Reduced photosynthesis, reduced, and after 3 p.m., after 2 p.m. or 2.5 p.m. Increases photosynthesis again. This is natural process, and you know that mid-level leaf of a plant uh, felt more and more photosynthesis process. So every living cell or every the cell of plant contain plastic chloroplast also held photosynthesis. So Blackman who divide total process of photosynthesis at two group or two phase. One is light phase. Light is very essential. Light is very essential for this part, boys. We learned that the reaction of photosynthesis that uh, one of important reactant is water. Water. A plant body absorb water by root from soil. You know, from soil, a plant body absorb their necessity or their necessary water, and xylem transport this water to the every living cell. So in the presence of sunlight, boys, please listen me very attentively. In the daytime, when sunlight reaches to the H2O, we learn about the light phase of photosynthesis. In the light phase of photosynthesis, sunlight reaches to the water of inside of cell, not in our body, not in a bowl, not in our river, only inside of a plant cell, which is bearing chloroplast. That chloroplast, inside of chloroplast, I will draw a chloroplast this time. H2O when sunlight, this is sun, the source of our main energy. When sun fall or reach to the water, then 1 mole of water divide into electron, proton, and oxygen. In the time of light phase of photosynthesis, light is essential. This is the first reaction of photosynthesis, boys. You know, this is the starting reaction of photosynthesis. When sunlight reaches to the water mole of plant cell, then the water converted to electron, proton, and oxygen. This breaking of water is called photolysis. The breakdown of water is photolysis of water in the period of photosynthesis, presence of sunlight. If you boil water in a bowl, so this is not photolysis. If you put some water to the sunlight in your in the roof of your building, photolysis was not held in that ball or in that roof water of roof, only inside of plant cell. This is photolysis. Photolysis. After photolysis, produce electron, proton, and oxygen. Produce electron, proton, and oxygen. In this light period, this electron, oxygen, this is releasing oxygen. From our first reaction, the total reaction of photosynthesis, we seen that oxygen release. This is that oxygen produced from water. The first reaction of photosynthesis is photolysis, and oxygen produced from the beginning phase, photolysis. Using this electron and proton, produce ATP and NADPH2. After photolysis, produce electron, proton, and oxygen. Oxygen released to the air. Electron and proton used for producing ATP or NADPH2. Boys, please remember that I say you or we know that phosphorylation is a process where phosphate add with another compound, and after photolysis, electron and proton help for the phosphorylation. Though sunlight is essential for this part of reaction, and ATP is the converted type of energy stored for the first time in plant body. For this ATP production is called photophosphorylation. Photophosphorylation, boys. This ATP formation process, presence of sunlight is called photophosphorylation. Phosphorylation. We learned that phosphorylation is two types. One is photophosphorylation and another is oxidative phosphorylation. Photophosphorylation held in photosynthesis. This is in the period of light phase of photosynthesis. In the period of light phase of photosynthesis, when water breaks down into electron, proton, and oxygen, this electron and proton used for producing ATP, and for this reason, this ATP is called this type of reaction, or the process of formation of ATP is called photophosphorylation. So we learned that after light phase, we found ATP and NADP after light phase. After light phase, when a plant cell get ATP and NADPH2, then light is not essential for the next part of photosynthesis. That part is called dark phase. Dark, you know, you will be love that light phase not only held in the only daytime, and dark phase not only held in the night time or absence of sunlight. light phase is based on, this phase is based on the necessity of sunlight. Blackman divide photosynthesis into light phase and dark phase based on the necessity of sunlight. Sunlight is essential for this part is light phase, and sunlight is not essential, that is dark phase. So in the duration of, in the period of light phase, first this is the introducing or starting reaction of photosynthesis, photolysis, that is photolysis. After photolysis, converted to water, converted to electron, proton and oxygen. This oxygen released to the air, and electron and proton used for ATP formation. This is photophosphorylation. So we found after light phase, produce, after light phase produce ATP and NADPH2. ATP and NADPH2. For this reason, light phase is known also ATP production or ATP formation phase. Right, boys? Now, dark phase. Dark phase not only held in the night time, not necessary. Sunlight is not necessary. This time now about 11 a.m. in this time, light phase and dark phase both are held inside of a cell, plant cell, inside of a plant cell. This time, this period, because this is this leaf. I show you again. This leaf. Also this is I collect from plants. So when it contain water, then some sunlight photosynthesis also held in this leaf. So after sunlight, we found different biological coin, which is biological coin ATP. If you bought some different materials, if you want to bought this whiteboard marker, or if this is this device or a mobile or a pencil, you need money. But this money is not usable inside of our cell or inside of a living cell. Inside of a living cell, ATP is essential for different biochemical or biological activities. For this reason, ATP is called biological coil. Right? Now, dark phase, number 2, part of sunlight divided by black man, like about our Farooq sir. Right, boys? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like Farooq, sir.
Yes, sir, like Farooq, sir.
2,
Hello.
dark phase.
So he is also dark and his invention is also dark.
Dark phase. This is for fun only, boys. He is our, of course, respected teachers. This is just for, I want to say that you are sleeping or listening to me. This is, I know that from you, that you are listening to me, and I am very pleased. I think any kind of necessary, you're necessary about biology, you can knock me anytime. You know, my phone number is have in your diary, college diary. You can call me. You can add with my Facebook, add with my WhatsApp, so that I can, because I told you again that I really miss your classroom, that classroom, billing number 2, English version blog. I miss that. Maybe
Thank
I
you,
think that
sir.
I think that you are in front of me and I am in front of you. So this time I take class. I think that not good, but I tried my best, boys.
No,
Dark
sir,
face,
you were
dark,
best.
dark face, boys. Today this is the last topics. Dark face. If you feel or if you feel that you need more class, then you report, you post to the report to principal, and link and schedule will be ready. Okay, boys. Acha. Dark face, dark face. We find or we found ATP and NADPH2 from light phase. This ATP, ATP and NADPH2 used for used for carbohydrate formation C6H12O6 formation. Carbohydrate formation. Sunlight is necessary for this part. For this reason, this is known only dark phase or light independent. First is light dependent and this is light independent, not held in night phase, night time or absence of light. This is not right. Held in this moment, in daytime all time, but not necessary sunlight. You see that I cannot see you any sign of sunlight. This ATP and NADPH2 from light phase of photosynthesis used for formation of carbohydrate. For this reason, this dark phase is known also carbohydrate production phase. So this is this carbohydrate production phase also held in after you think that if the sun set about 6:40, right, nowadays if sun sets 6:40, so after 6:40 light phase will be disabled, light phase will be disabled, but dark phase not disabled. Dark phase will continue that time when ATP and NADPH2 stored ATP and NADPH2 used for carbohydrate formation. This is photosynthesis. So please boys, I will not continue no more today because this is a long time. If you boys, if you connect with me if you make a messenger group, I know that app, then I can take this without this system a messenger group, or I will send you my Zoom ID and password, then personally anytime we can help each other. So I will please draw a chloroplast. Now this is the last. Draw a chloroplast. Chloroplast is a big cell organelles, oval shape, present in the green leaf. This is one is this is granum. This is granum. This is called granum lamella. Boys, very easy. Very easy. Please draw this figure. We can this is a chloroplast. The liquid materials or liquid matrix. The liquid matrix of chloroplast is called stroma. 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 Photolysis held in stroma. Photolysis held in stroma. Photolysis first light phase. Basically light phase held in stroma. This is granum. Inside of granum have some compound or a set of different activities of photosynthesis. This is called granum. Granum, stroma, and granum. This is the basically main part of a stroma, a chloroplast. The liquid part of
good, sir.
Huh?
Your drawing is very good.
You are more intelligent than me, boys. I know. Because I am your teacher, you are my brilliant student. You are more intelligent and will be reach to the higher place. I think that always I wish for you.
Thank you, sir.
So, boys, please take some SW. SW. The role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. The role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis and factors of photosynthesis. Role of, please write the SW. Role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis and factors of photosynthesis.
তার মানে কি এটা পড়ে রাখবো?
এটা তোমরা পড়ে রাখবা।
শেষ?
হ্যাঁ, ক্লাস তো এখন শেষই হবে। ক্লাস তো এখন শেষই হয়ে যাবে। ক্লাস শেষই বলা যায়।
স্যার এটা কি স্যার লিখবো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ পরে লিখবা, পরে লিখবা। হ্যাঁ হোমওয়ার্ক গুলো হ্যাঁ
ফ্যাক্টরস অফ কোনটা?
কোনটা হলো তোমার এই যে রোল অফ ক্লোরোফিল ইন রোল অফ ক্লোরোফিল রোল অফ ফটোসিনথেসিস।
আর স্যার
আরেকটা হলো তোমার ফ্যাক্টরস অফ ফটোসিনথেসিস। ফ্যাক্টরস অফ ফটোসিনথেসিস। আচ্ছা বয়েস, আজকে আমরা যতটুকু পড়লাম, ইংলিশ ভার্সন ক্লাসে বাংলা বলা ঠিক না, প্রিন্সিপাল স্যারও অ্যাড থাকতে পারেন। তারপরে বলতেছি তোমাদের কি কিছুটা কি এই বিষয়টা তোমাদের জানা হয়েছে?
ইয়েস স্যার।
জি স্যার।
জি স্যার।
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ,
অনেক ভালো বুঝেছি।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
তো ইনশাআল্লাহ নেক্সট আমরা আবার ক্লাস নিব ইনশাআল্লাহ। আর তোমাদের ক্লাস টিচারকে বললো যে তোমাদের যে মেসেঞ্জার যে গ্রুপ আছে ওখানে যেন আমাকে একটু অ্যাড করে দেয়, ঠিক আছে? তাহলে ঠিক আছে, এটা একটু করে নিও।
ক্লাসের রেকর্ডিং কই রাখা হয়?
স্যার আপনাকে অ্যাড করা হয়েছে স্যার।
স্যার আপনাকে অ্যাড করা হয়েছে স্যার।
জি স্যার।
আমার অ্যাড করা হয়েছে।
রেকর্ডিংটা স্যার কই রাখা হয় স্যার আপনাদের?
জি স্যার আপনাকে অ্যাড করা হয়েছে।
এটা রেকর্ডিংটা রিপোর্ট টু প্রিন্সিপালে পেয়ে যাবে। এটা মাহবুব হাসান আমিরি স্যারের কাছে এটা থাকে।
স্যার কার কাছে?
মাহবুব হাসান আমিরি, রিপোর্ট টু প্রিন্সিপালে কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে চলে আসবে এটা।
ওকে স্যার।
আমিরি স্যার, আমিরি স্যার।
সো ইনশাআল্লাহ এই মহামারীর সময়ে যেন আমরা আবার সুস্থভাবে একসাথে আবার আমাদের প্রিয় মুখগুলো যেন আবার আমরা একসাথে হতে পারি। হ্যাঁ, দোয়া রইল সবার জন্য। ভালো থাকো। শেষ করে দিব।
মিস করব
হ্যাঁ ইনশাআল্লাহ দোয়া করি বাবা। তোমাদের জন্য দোয়া করি, তোমরা ভালো থাকো, তোমরা সবসময় ভালো থাকো। তোমরাই আমাদের প্রাণ, তোমাদেরকে না দেখলে কি আমাদের ভালো লাগে? আমরা আসলে খুবই বোরিং আছি, তোমাদের চাইতে আমরা বোরিং আছি। তোমরা হয়তো ক্লাস চলাকালীন মনে করো যে টিচাররা আমাদেরকে খালি দৌড়ায়, মানে খালি ইয়া করে, কিন্তু আসলে তোমাদেরকে যে আমরা কতটা মিস করি, কতটা ভালোবাসি, হ্যাঁ, এটা তোমরা আসলে এই যে এই টাইমে বোঝা যাচ্ছে যে আসলে আমরা পরস্পরকে কতটা যে আসলে আমরা পছন্দ করি, কতটা চয়েস করি।
তো দেখা যায় কিন্তু ভালোবাসা তো দেখা যায় না।
হ্যাঁ, এটাই, রাইট রাইট রাইট। তো যাক, সবসময়ের জন্য ভালোবাসা রইলো, দোয়া রইলো, ভালো থাকো, আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
স্যার আপনিও ভালো
আসসালামু
থাকেন
আলাইকুম
স্যার।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার। আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
আগে আমি সালাম দিছিলাম।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ
থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক ইউ।
স্যার, তাহলে কি আপনি শেষ করতে পারি?
হ্যাঁ, শেষ শেষ, হ্যাঁ জি শেষ, জি শেষ করতে পারি, জি। ওকে ওকে ওকে। যে আইডিয়ার যিনি আছেন শেষ করে দেন প্লিজ, ক্লাসটা শেষ করে দেন।